special attributes. We like the fact that he's an instigator. Back to Red, as Red told me personally, right when I came in, you need instigators, not retaliators. This kid is energetic. He's a bull. He is a force. And when I met him, he filled the doorway. He's just got that physique and that drive. And our war room is very happy with the pick. And my job is to be part of that and be supportive. Our basketball guys are very excited. Have been focusing on Marcus for several weeks. Really like the top 6 or 7 kids in the draft quite a bit, but really thought that he's pretty exceptional in a couple of ways, and really looking forward to having him in green.
Wyc, when's the first time you heard people start talking about Marcus Smart?
Well, he's been on our list for a month as we started setting up the draft workouts. He came back here, I guess, twice, and then Danny saw him again in a 3rd workout elsewhere. So seen him personally 3 times in the last 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. Really think there's a lot of quality in the top of the draft here, and think that it's not always clear how to differentiate among the quality. I'm repeating things as opposed to giving my own personal evaluation. That's not my role at this team. But we think that this kid really has some special attributes. We like the fact that he's an instigator. Back to Red, as Red told me personally, right when I came in, you need instigators, not retaliators. This kid is energetic. He's a bull. He is a force. And when I met him, he filled the doorway. He's just got that physique and that drive and that attitude that we really like around the Celtics.
But do you remember Danny talking about him over even the last year?
Over the last when?
Years?
Over the last year?
Danny sees these guys.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Danny about the draft but for the last month, so you have to ask Danny, Mark, if you would.
Wyc, how does Marcus Smart fit in with Rajon Rondo and Avery Bradley?
Yeah, it's interesting. That wasn't a topic of conversation tonight, and so we have confidence in Brad that he can manage a roster, but we also had confidence that of the top 6, we were going to take the best available as opposed to try to slot in. And that's a strategy when you're rebuilding a team. You take the best available athlete, and then you let it all work out. We've got an all-star point guard, so that's not the question here.
Wyc, have you or Danny or anybody in basketball operations spoken to Rajon since you made the pick?
I haven't. I don't know. I don't think this has any impact on Rajon at all.
Was there any serious discussion about moving the pick, or was when Smart was on the board, was that just the guy you wanted there?
We knew that there were 6 or 7 kids that we wanted, so the idea of moving to 8 or 10, and both of those were, moving slightly higher in the draft really wasn't of interest because we think there's maybe there's a cliff in the draft. We wanted to stay at 6 or move up. We wanted to make other trades in recent days. We've been on the phone quite a bit with other teams about other ideas. Nothing just really ever seemed close to fruition, no matter how hard we tried. So we gave it. I remember trading for Kevin Garnett in 07, and that happened. I got a phone call about that from Minnesota on July 30th or 31st. So the trade season is not over yet.
Wyc, I know you had mentioned sort of fireworks this summer. You just alluded to it. Is that still a possibility in your mind?
Yeah, I always said fireworks were a possibility. It takes 2 to tango around here. There just hasn't been that much movement tonight. It just hasn't been. Typically on draft day, we make at least 2 trades, if not 3. It's just sort of the way we roll. Trader Danny, and it's had great effect for us. We really are. We like to be aggressive about rebuilding this team, and we like to try to become contenders again as quickly as possible. So our phones will keep working the phones, but it takes 2 partners to make a trade.
Wyc, are you trying to move into the 2nd round tonight?
I wouldn't be surprised. I've certainly told them if they want to do that, it's fine. Obviously financially to do that. There are limits on what you can spend in the NBA. You can give $3 million in a year under the salary cap rules, and we've, I think, already spent 1.4 on another trade back a few months ago. So we've got 1.6 to go get a pick, or we could take on someone's contract. We'll see. We'll do what we can. I know we've got people we're interested in the 2nd round.
But would you consider moving back from 17 into the 2nd round?
I doubt it. No, so watch. I'll go back in the locker room and they will have done it.